Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over a city that never truly sleeps. In a forgotten chamber, a mirror gleams with a sinister light.
You don't cast a reflection. Who are you?
The figure in the glass does not answer like a man. It stands cold and impossible, as if the darkness itself has taken shape.
I am.
A terrible silence falls, heavy as a tombstone. The room holds its breath for the judgment that comes next.
Your death.
Big Ben's chimes toll the 8th hour, but even their iron voice is swallowed by London's heavy fog. On an ancient bridge, Frank Drake stands with the night pressing in around him, haunted by the memory of death. Beside him, Rachel's concern cuts through the silence like a lantern in the mist. The river below churns black and cold, carrying the weight of old regrets.
You haven't said anything for almost an hour, Frank. Is there something about the fog which fascinates you?
Not the fogs, Rachel, the water below us. I've been watching it, trying to remember.
3 years, Frank. 3 years since you stood on that parapet and jumped.
I know, but I still can't help thinking about it. I wanted to end it then.
Taj grabbed you as you tumbled down. He saved your life.
I know, but even now, I still don't know whether I should be relieved he did or not.
The fog closes in, muffling the river's voice as Frank's confession hangs between them. On this bridge in the heart of the night, one man is still fighting the shadow of the day he almost died. Gotham-like darkness hangs over the moment, cold and merciless, as a wounded heart relives the night that changed everything. Frank Drake remembers the price of survival.
I wanted to die then because I had just killed my fiancée, Jeannie.
Dracula had turned her into one of the undead, and Frank himself had been forced to end her suffering. The memory cuts deeper than any wound.
Frank,
Shut up, you big idiot. Just kiss me, please. Just kiss me.
I'm not done, Rachel. Hear me out. Please. You saved me then, and for the past 3 years I've fought beside you. Made your battle with Dracula my battle.
Now Dracula is dead, but victory tastes bitter. Frank stands at the edge of his own emptiness, convinced he is nothing, no hero, no scholar, only a rich fool running out of time and money.
I can't do anything but sponge off you and Quincy, and I won't, not any longer.
Above them, an ancient evil watches from the shadows, savoring their grief like a feast. Their lips meet, but the kiss is hollow, pity, helplessness, and the ache of a love that cannot fully live.
Well, enjoy this moment, my young friends, for it shall not last too much longer.
The 8th hour tolls over London, Big Ben's last cry fading into the night. In Castle Dunwich, shadows gather like old sins. Dracula knows his enemies believe him dead, and he means to use that ignorance. He will plan in secret, then strike from the dark.
But for now, my course is clear. They do not know I survived my battle with Dr. Sun. I shall take every advantage of their ignorance for as long as it prevails.
Far from the city's center, Castle Dunwich stands untouched by London's fear. Yet inside its creaking halls, another heart waits in the dark. Shiela Witter paces the manse, torn between dread and devotion. She waits for the man she loves to return from the night.
They say he's a murderer, a hellish vampire who preys on innocence. But they're all wrong. I've seen him. I know him. He is my man, isn't he? And my man couldn't be dressed in a cloak of sin, could he?
Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over rain-slick streets as a cry for help shatters the silence. In the darkness, the dark night closes in on another desperate clue.
Help a scream.
An instant later, he sees the dark figure hunched over the screaming woman, and the predator becomes the prey. The hero strikes without hesitation.
Don't know who you are, man, but you picked the wrong lady to mess with, friend.
No, Blades, there you are wrong. She was my key in finding you.
I have a purpose in finding you, Blade, one that shall be answered with your death.
You ghouls are getting brave in your old age, eh?
So my fearless slayer of dead men, put away your toy wooden knives. Marco is too fast, too agile for them to be of any use.
The vampire taunts him calm and cruel as if the battle is already decided. But Blade stands ready, and in the rotten heart of London, the hunt is only beginning. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening as a deadly standoff coils tighter in the darkness. In this city, even a weapon can become a bargaining chip.
Though of course they can also be used as weapons. Witness, my man, witness.
Blade,
I wouldn't if I were you, Mr. Blade, unless you wish your woman's neck severed.
you've got the ball for now, mister, so call the shots, it's your game, but I swear.
I've no use for threats, my fearless foe, just you. I was sent here by one who requests, sorry, demands your immediate appearance. You see, he wishes to kill you.
Sorry, friend, but I don't play by the rules and all bets are off. Off.
The knife flashes through the black air with lethal precision, and the demon's heart is split in a single flawless arc. In the silence that follows, only one thing remains: the terrible promise of what comes next. Later that evening, Gotham broods under a veil of rain and neon, the city's shadows stretching long and cold. Somewhere in the dark, a desperate woman comes looking for help.
Who's?
Blade, please. I need your help. There's no one else I can turn to.
Come on in.
Inside, the room is dim and uneasy, a secret waiting to be exposed. Trudy's fear hangs in the air like smoke.
I had to speak with someone, Saffron. Then I remembered something you once told me about Blade.
What are you doing here? I'd have thought you'd hit the sack soon as work ended at the club.
If Saf's been bragging about my cooking again, I think you picked one lousy time to test it out.
Wait, what's that? Lord, it's a corpse.
Sorry about that. I haven't had the time to clean up yet.
Blade doesn't flinch in the face of death, only the truth it threatens to reveal. And now, in the bedroom, Trudy is about to learn just how deep the darkness goes. Gotham nights are never truly quiet, only waiting. Inside a smoke-choked club, the final set ends with the taste of bitter cigars and spilled drinks hanging in the air. But her mind is already somewhere else, drifting toward a late date and a life beyond the stage. Then, from the audience, one man catches her eye. He sits at the front table, motionless, staring as if he can see through the lights, through the crowd, straight into her soul. His eyes seem to glow red in the haze. The show ends in a rush, and she flees to her dressing room, but the stranger is already there. Tall, elegant, and terrifyingly composed, he carries himself like old money in ancient darkness.
I am Count Vlau, and I must say, you fascinate me, woman.
She tries to steady herself as the Count's calm, deliberate words cut deeper than a threat. He is the kind of man who doesn't need to raise his voice to make the room freeze. I live only 2 blocks from the club. I just put up my hair, grab my coat, and head home. But something is wrong. Unease crawls up her spine as she steps into the night, and then someone is knocking at her door. Ralphie, is that you? Come in. Gotham at night, shadows stretching long and cold as a woman recalls the moment her life turned strange. In that dim apartment, a charming stranger moved like smoke through the room.
Coffee, Trudy. Thanks, Saffron.
He spoke softly, with a faint accent she couldn't quite place. His voice seemed to wrap around her thoughts and pull her closer.
Have you plans for this evening, Miss Taylor? And no, none at all.
That wasn't true, but it didn't matter now. She forgot her boyfriend, forgot the city, and followed him into the dark. He said he was a foreigner from England's far-off borderlands, born in a small Balkan country with an ancient name, Transylvania. When the lights came on, she finally saw him clearly, and the smile in the room curdled into something sinister. His teeth were too sharp, too long, like the fangs of a predator waiting to feed. And even then, she felt strangely lightheaded, as if danger itself had become a dream. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening across a lonely room as a woman's nightmare unfolds. Then, at last, she realizes she is not alone.
At last we are alone, woman.
She turns slowly, and the thing behind her answers in a voice like a grave opened wide.
Who are you? Tell me. I am all the evils of your life, woman, and more. I am your death.
Terror freezes her blood as a savage growl rises behind her. In one desperate instinct, she reaches for the cross above her bed.
No, this mustn't be. This mustn't be.
She drives the holy symbol into the attacker's face, and the darkness recoils in agony. Flesh sizzles, and the room fills with the stench of burning sulfur. The creature staggers backward, the mark of Christ seared into its forehead, its face twisted with impossible pain. Then it lunges for the window and vanishes into the night. It falls, but never lands. Horrified, she throws on her coat, unable to stay another second in the room after what she's seen. Gotham at night, shadows stretching long over rain-slick streets as one terrified soul runs for salvation.
I had no idea where to run. I thought of the police, but they would never have believed me.
Then hope flickered in the darkness, a single name, a desperate memory. I remembered you, Saffron. As he rushed toward your apartment, a shadow trailed behind him. A bat-shaped omen followed close in the gloom.
Frantically, I tried hailing a cab, but the driver only stared at me and passed by.
Others saw him run in horror, screaming as the bat swept down from above and raked him with its talons.
I pleaded for help, but those who saw me hid their eyes, lowered their heads, and walked away.
His cries were swallowed by the night. Gotham turned its face from him, and his tears vanished into the rain.
And if it weren't for my cross, I would most definitely be dead now, instead of speaking to you, instead of pleading with you.
Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over rain-slick streets as fear takes on a life of its own. One desperate woman has survived the darkness, but only just. She held the cross steady against the thing that hunted her, and each time it lunged, it veered away at the last instant. Then, through the chaos, she spotted a policeman directing traffic and ran toward him for help.
Please help me.
I'm not getting involved with some half-naked showgirl who's probably on drugs.
His refusal left her stumbling back into the night, cursing beneath her breath, but she knows the creature is still out there, waiting to finish what it started.
I need help. Lord, I need help.
Stay here with Saf for the night, Trudy. I'll be back before morning, hopefully.
Elsewhere, the investigation turns darker still. The attacker called himself Count Vlad, a name that chills the blood. Batman's mind races. Either this is a vampire wearing Dracula's legend, or Quincy Harker has lost his mind.
Either way, I'll find him, stop him, and then get back to my own war. The one that began with my mother's death.
Above the stalking figure, the bat bares its teeth in the dark, a satisfied whistle cutting through the night. His true prey has finally stepped into the open, and now the game begins. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening across the rain-slick streets as something terrible plummets from above. The bat swoops down toward a suddenly alert Blade, just a heartbeat too late. The vampire slayer whirls toward the wailing sound, but the world gives way beneath him. He tumbles back into the street and straight into the path of an oncoming omnibus. A massive vehicle bears down through the darkness, its wheels roaring over the wet pavement. The driver spots the falling figure and slams the brakes, but fear is faster than reflex. Too slow, too late. In Gotham, one mistake can become a death sentence in the space of a single breath. Halfway around the world in Jaipur, India, the air hangs heavy and warm over a small adobe hut. Far from Gotham's shadowed streets, another life is about to be torn open by a devastating truth.
When I did not hear from you for so many years, you came, Taj, my husband. Thank Allah, I had lost hope.
I know you never wished to see me again since the accident, Taj, but it was urgent.
Because of our son, I wanted you here, Taj. No, please, do not walk out on me again.
The Indian's face freezes, his eyes narrow to hard slits. Whatever anger he carried has just been eclipsed by something far more terrible.
He is dying.
And in that single crushing moment, the past comes roaring back, dragging love, regret, and a deadly secret into the light. London, England night smothers the streets in rain and shadow, and 5 tons of steel barrel toward disaster. Blade is crushed beneath the chaos as a bus careens through the darkness. He feels the exhaust sear across his back and jagged metal rake his jacket. But the vampire slayer is still alive and still fighting.
Damn thing's coming at me again. But this time it isn't gonna find me a sitting target.
Blade tumbles through a store window and rises fast, glass glittering at his feet. In the shattered reflection, a vast ebony-winged demon plunges through the darkness.
Whoever you are, mister, I'm not waiting around to find out.
Dracula only chuckles in silence, slipping aside as the flying mannequin hurtles past. He has one thought, cold and calculating. Blade still doesn't know he's alive.
Very well then, without that knowledge, he will not be able to prepare his defenses properly.
The bat's fangs draw back in hungry anticipation, as if Gotham's nightmare has just found the scent of blood. Gotham at night, the darkness feels closer than ever, boxed in and suffocating. Batman has no room to maneuver down below.
Can't fight him down there. Not enough room to move. Need more open spaces.
The sports equipment department offers a brief, grim advantage, but the impact of that fall has stolen the breath from his lungs.
That bus knocked too much wind out of me, and I think I see something that'll give me some breathing time. Namely, this ski pole.
With the precision of a thrown blade, the Dark Knight snaps into action and hurls the pole at the oncoming monster. The shaft flies straight and true, racing for its target, but the creature is faster, crueler, almost amused. The pole shatters on impact, useless against the nightmare charging through the dark. Dracula bares his fangs once more and attacks. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over a rotten stairwell as Batman closes in on his prey.
No way, man, I've never let any vampire get me, and you're not gonna be the first.
Like a cornered cat, Blade thrashes wildly, but the Dark Knight simply lifts him up as if he weighs nothing at all. Leathery wings lash from every side, and Blade is hurled down the stairwell in a brutal blur of motion. He crashes hard, pain swallowed by sheer instinct as each step explodes upward to meet him. Then, just as the fall should end in death, the ground stops him cold. Broken and winded on the freezing floor, Blade stares up as a small black shape descends toward him. It grows larger, darker, more terrifying with every second. Batman lowers himself to strike, but Blade's wooden knife snaps up from below, catching the demon off guard. For one heartbeat, agony races through the creature's wing, and in Gotham's gloom, the hunter realizes the prey still has fight left in him. Gotham at night is a maze of shadows and fear. In the darkness, the bat lurches upward, wounded, furious, and fighting to stay alive. He stumbles through racks of expensive gabardines, hand-sewn wools, and fake furs, spilling the costly clothing onto a still-throbbing Blade. Dracula flees into the darkness, cursing beneath his fetid breath, but even as he escapes, his vow cuts through the air like a death sentence. Blade's luck will not last long, his blood will soon be spilled. That I swear, that I swear. A half hour later, the fear has settled into confusion. In the aftermath, one man still tries to make sense of the nightmare he survived.
You still make little sense, sir. Didn't you see who attacked you?
Man, if I had a century, I couldn't explain it. So why bother? So why bother?
Shortly after, the questions keep coming, but the answers are delayed. Somewhere in Gotham's cold night, Batman has found his target, and the night is only getting darker.
What happened did you find?
Yeah, I found him, and he beat the hell out of me. I'll tell you what happened tomorrow, baby, but not now, sister. Not now.
You're back, I was so worried. There was no need to fear for me, Sheila Whittier. Outside Quincy Harker's estate, another confrontation brews in the wet morning air. Frank stands at a crossroads, torn between survival and the truth. Are you sure it has to be this way, Frank? I can't see any other way, Rachel. God knows I've tried. If I ever want to live with myself again, I have to find out who I am, what I am. Whatever darkness has taken hold of him, it is not done yet. Not after this long night, and not before the next one begins. I'll be back, Rachel, I swear I'll be back, and I'll be a better man when I do. Tomorrow shall be another night. Ah yes, there shall ever be other nights, and other victories. Until then, the city holds its breath as day breaks over the shadows. For Gotham and for the Dark Knight, this new day may be the most dangerous of all.